What is going on, guys? It's here coming at you with another Binding of Isaac video, and today we have been asked to play the Forgotten, Tainted Forgotten. That is, Tainted Forgotten is one of the more annoying characters to play. He is tainted. He's pretty much the Forgotten, but you can throw him, which makes him a little bit harder to play for a lot of new characters and a lot of new players. We don't want that. So pretty much the way it works is that you cannot hurt the actual Forgotten. You can only hurt the soul. So this little guy right here, spinning, yeah, that's the only guy that can take damage, and this guy cannot. So he can get pretty strong, depending, but he is a bit more difficult to play because you have to completely change the way you play pretty much. You're not going to be playing Isaac the way you normally play Isaac. Let's go ahead and wait for this dude to come up. So yeah, and also any items that we get are going to be used for, we're going to be used through this guy, so. As you can see, that's the only way to do that. Good shot to your ears. Let me move my. Placing something here. So the unfortunate thing is that we do have to pick him up every time we go, and I don't think he can take red hearts as well. So it does become a bit annoying to do all that. But like I said, he has flight. I believe we have spectral tears, I think. But for the most part, we're going to want to stay far away from the enemies, and we're going to have to make sure that the first attack that we throw in every room is going to hit. Because if it does not hit, then we are in trouble, friendos. But he does do pretty good damage. He scales with damage pretty well as well. I think we can open up one of these chests over here. Okay, we get more HP, which is always good on the Forgotten. I don't think we can buy anything. So I guess we can go see what type of boss that we get. We get pinned. We do want to make sure that we're extremely accurate. Like I said, we do have to pick him up. We can get the Birthright. And I think Birthright will allow the soul to pick up the Forgotten from across the room. Like he'll run, kind of like Decap attack, where you can pick up the head and it'll come flying back at you. You can do that with the Forgotten, but you have to get the Birthright. But it's pretty useful. But yes, so this was also a character suggestion from the YouTube community page. I did put up a post there, see if anybody wanted to come check it out. See if anybody wanted to make some character suggestions. That's pretty much all I'm going to take for now. We're going to continue our Eden runs soon. But I think it's fun to try new characters that we haven't played on the channel before. Obviously, some people have trouble playing certain characters, so I don't mind helping with that either. It's going to be pretty fun to like, but I know some of the completion marks you have to get, especially if you're going for example, Dead God and stuff like that. It can be a little bit difficult to do some of these challenges. It did take me a while as well. And some of the characters are just annoying to play, including the Forgotten. He can be fun. Like I think he's really fun to play. Only problem is that oh, he also drops the bombs over here. I forgot. The only problem is that you do have to when you're doing it for completion marks, and when you're trying to really like win the run, it can be a little bit less fun. So we do get a key here for our item room. I don't know if this affects us, does it? Maybe when we hit something, or when we throw the bone. But yeah, pretty much everything comes out of the Forgotten. You are the Forgotten. You're the bag of bones over there. So any item that you use, any bomb that you drop, it will come out through there. Wherever these bones go, you go. That is why we can throw the Forgotten through curse rooms. And he doesn't take damage at all, so we can throw him in there for free. And not have to worry too much about it. I would like a bomb, though, for this center rock. We want to keep all the HP that we can get. And also, I think offensive deals, like Devil deals, are a bit more worth it for the Forgotten. Just simply due to the fact that any kind of shield won't really affect him, because he doesn't take damage either way. Wow. I saw that one coming a mile away again. So we do have one bomb. We are going to be able to get that tinted rock over here. Pretty good. Secret is probably here, but I think well, probably here. We'll get 2 keys, which is pretty good. Let's see what type of boss we get here. We do have a full charge on our Brimstonius, which we can go ahead and use there. And we do have flight, so it's not like everything's bad with this character. He does do pretty good damage, and he scales pretty well. The more damage you have, the honestly better he gets. Monster Manual wouldn't be the worst because they can help us out, but yeah, I think we're fine with Shoop the Whoop. So the main thing that we got to do with the Tainted Forgotten, one is probably range. You want to have a bit more range than we have now. The only bad thing about that though is that if you do have a bit too much range, then it's actually possible for the Forgotten to start missing things right in front of him. So we do want to make sure we keep it below that range, but other than that, a bit of range won't hurt. We are going to try to get this bomb to blow up on this dude. Might as well just take that guy out now. We don't have any bombs, so we got to be productive here. Got a luck upgrade, which is fine. I think I'm more excited about the penny than the actual luck upgrade. Wow, we also didn't kill that guy somehow. I think a lot of the complaints people have about the Tainted characters is that they can be a bit gimmicky. Which I agree with. A lot of them aren't the funnest to play. They're unique though. I think that's cool. I think they took the time to at least try to make these characters different, which I can appreciate. Ooh, my reflection will be pretty good. Don't know if we're gonna be able to get that. No, I don't know if that affects the actual throw. I don't think it will. I think my reflection will only affect the bone that the Forgotten throws. I could be wrong on that. I'm probably not. I'm never wrong. So I'm going to... Oh, he also dropped it over here. I forgot. Oh, well, we have some growing pains here. Also, did we check that? Did we just check that wall on the other room? I think we did. Sci-Fly would be, I mean, it's not too bad. It's not really going to protect us, which is important. Going to protect this dude that doesn't take any damage. But we can throw them at things and they can technically not only do more damage, but block oncoming shots as well. It's really not the worst here. We don't have to one-shot a lot of these squishier enemies. Hold on, my dog is jumping up. Go. What do you want, baby? Huh? What do you want? My dog is very cute. This actually wouldn't be bad here. We would get more movement speed, and the enemies would be a lot slower for us, which would be pretty useful. I don't think we're gonna swing it though. I might. I mean, I don't know, man. I do want to try to get my reflection. That's a pretty big damage upgrade, especially for the Lost, who does amazing with damage. So we would really have to like find a lot of money here. We still have our secret room card, so we can maybe go and take that. Could be some money in there. Yeah, we'll do it after the boss. See what we get here. You see Brimstone starting from the Forgotten there, and not the Soul. Okay, so we get damage, which is fantastic. We're gonna use the moon card now. Okay, so we do get money. We could possibly get a nickel. This would be enough to buy it. Okay, we did not get that. So we don't have enough to buy the item. We could buy another soul heart, but I think I'm gonna take my gamble here and try to get my reflection just for the damage upgrade. It would be pretty cool. Okay. So we don't get it. We could full clear the rest of the floor. I don't think we need to. We're already at 7.79 damage, which is amazing. But as like I told you before, the damage scaling on this character is pretty nuts. And he's actually good for some bosses too, like Mom and Hush. Pretty much bosses that throw things at you from across the room. You can place him in front of the tears, and they won't get to you, and you'll be doing damage. So it does become useful in that regard, that manner. See if I can find a boss to showcase that on. So I'm not using Shoop the Whoop that often because we really don't need to. We aren't really looking too drastic right now, and a lot of these rooms are just going to be easier whenever we just don't use items. If you have good aim though, you can do some pretty good damage. You can do some pretty good damage. I keep on forgetting that he drops the ball. Do find some money in here though. Find 9 cents, which is good. That wouldn't be a bad item for us. But I think having the lighter is a bit better, because I think that also scales with our damage. The more damage we get, the better chances we have of just igniting things on fire and maybe killing them right away. I got 15 cents again. You can buy a good item out of the shop. We are going to be looking for Birthright. Birthright is the #1 item that we want right now out of the shop. Nothing else can really come close to it. Nah, I think we're going to have to try to take that damage. I know I wasted a coin and we could have bought it already, but speed is fantastic. I think the damage is going to be worth it. Like I said, look how much damage we get. We get almost 2.0 damage with this character. That's ridiculous. And of course they do it because the character is a bit hard to play, so they make it a little bit easier by giving you just a lot of damage, which is fine. Like, I'm not against that. But yeah, the damage is dumb on this character. But you do have to be careful of what items you take. Not all of them synergize correctly with the Forgotten. There are obviously better items than others. And you can see he also blocks shots. So we're gonna wait for him to land. We throw this dude. We can stand behind him and those shots can't go past him because he's technically like a rock. Pretty good items. I don't think I can gamble too much here. I think we need the HP. As much as I would like to take those items, we just haven't had enough HP to really make me feel safe about it. Not only that, we haven't had a lot of HP just in general throughout the run. I find our secret treasure room. I mean, we did find another key. Sure, we'll check the vault. Now we could have looked for Birthright. That was an option. The only thing about that is that we only had 15 coins at the time, so I think the odds of us being able to re-roll and buy an item at the same time were very low. But let me try to full clear here. Maybe we can find another item to maybe re-roll or get. Okay, that was already worth our trip. We can find a few more cents. Damn, we took those guys out quick. Those enemies are very tanky, by the way. Okay, so we do get a coin. We could risk it. We could technically bomb the reroll machine and try to get something out of it. We would be missing out on whatever item we skip past though. But it's a gamble. We can take it. Restock wouldn't be too bad, but okay. Oh my god, got a lot of money off that. I will take Mom's key and I will take a heart. Not too bad. The thing about Mom's key is that we can possibly find a bit more HP from chests. We are gonna get more money and all that good stuff. We get more hearts that we can't use. Alright, so not too bad. We have almost 10 damage. That's fantastic. You can see we're using the tactic of trying to use the Forgotten as a shield whenever we throw him. You want to place him in a place where you can kind of stand behind him and take cover from anything you're firing at. Oh yes, we do not want blood puppy, thank you. I'm going to be checking for a Mega Mush. We don't have a lot of bombs, but it's fine. It's always worth a check, you never know. Now, believe it or not, Sci-Fly is actually going to be a big play here, because Sci-Fly will automatically fly towards any projectile. So if there's anything flying at us that we're already throwing, say for example we're shooting at a boss and he's throwing something at us, Sci-Fly should technically be able to catch it on the way. So not only do we have the cover of the actual Forgotten, but we have the cover of Sci-Fly as well. But I think he's a good character for learning how the enemies move and all that. Like the attack patterns. I feel like probably the biggest issue with the Forgotten is that you have to dodge enemies kind of more than you have to dodge pretty much more than any character, I think. Because not only do you have to play Isaac, I know I mentioned earlier that the Forgotten kind of changes the way that Isaac is played, but the game plays a whole lot differently with Tainted Forgotten because it's not just about killing enemies, but it's also about dodging them. So normally when you play like Isaac, for example, like a regular Isaac character, your main goal is to see which enemy you can take out first. Usually the tankier ones or the more dangerous ones or whatever. But with the Tainted Forgotten, it's a bit different because it's not only about what enemy you should kill first based on how strong they are or whatever, but it's how can I kill this guy and then make my way to the other side of the room to pick up the Forgotten and then kill the next guy. So you kind of have to make quick choices. You gotta kill things pretty much instantly. If you miss that first attack, you're in danger. If you miss that first Forgotten throw and you're in a room full of enemies, you could be in a lot of danger to lose HP. But like I said there, we blocked all those shots into the Forgotten. We put him right in front of Greed and he couldn't really shoot at us. So he has his advantages. Obviously, once you get enough completion marks with this guy, you kind of figure out how to play him. You also should not be, I know I say that they're like annoying, like all these tainted characters are annoying or whatever. You shouldn't be like intimidated to play them. They're not that bad. And they probably make you a better Isaac player, in my opinion. If you play like a few lost runs or a few forgotten runs, like you'll be surprised how easy the game feels when you go back to playing regular characters. Ooh, left hand would not be bad. I don't know if I want to take it though. I do like the effect of, oh, excuse me, sorry, I had a burp. I do like the effects of the lighter. Don't think we're gonna need it though, to be honest. I think we're already kind of looking pretty good on the damage scale. So for that reason, we're probably gonna take this instead. We can maybe get some HP out of it, double deal items, all that good stuff. Yeah, as you can tell, our throw doesn't do a whole lot of damage. A lot of it is the initial hit from the Forgotten Bones. So you kind of have to aim it that way. There you go. We got a ball of bandage, which is kind of whatever, but it'll help. We're gonna make it. We are. We should have used it in the next room. Forgive me for that. That guy is taking so many hits. But this is where the range comes in. Look how far we're hitting these dudes. You also want to make sure you try to hit as many things at the same time. It just makes it a whole lot easier for you to be able to pretty much ignore certain enemies because you can line them up. Sure. Any orbital that you find, that's kind of why I'm not annoyed of Ball of Bandage this time, because any orbital that you find are going to be added damage whenever you throw the Forgotten, so you really don't have to worry about getting orbitals, because I mean they're just gonna add to it. Whatever orbitals you get are gonna be extra damage because it's pretty much adding to the Forgotten. So don't worry too much about it. Ball of Bandages are pretty good. Familiars are just in general pretty good with the Forgotten, which is cool because I am not a big familiar person. So the fact that they have some use, even if it is on a few characters alone, pretty cool to me, man. I will take whatever I can get. Now we've been saved by a familiar here and there on runs, right? I'm not gonna pretend like I haven't. Oh, that was a good ricochet there. Wow, nice shot, Forgotten. Still trying to find our tinted rock now, or tinted skull. Sorry. Go ahead and bomb this guy for the chance. Fortunately, we haven't taken a double deal, so we aren't tied to them. Double deals are pretty important for the loss, I think. There are some defensive items that of course can do some work. but yeah, we want damage, man. Something like What can we take defensive? Like Mom's Heal would be pretty good because it does contact damage. Revelation would have been pretty good. Alright, so we haven't found our tentacle yet. We're gonna have to go back for that. The tentacle will always spawn in a small room, never a big room. So it's probably gonna be in one of those up there. I'm gonna go check real quick, see if we can make it. I don't think I missed it. I could have missed it, but I'm not sure. Oh wow. Alright. I guess I did miss it. I mean, I guess it... Oh well. It's in the one place we haven't checked. Alright. That guy was about to pay out, and now he's not. We have a minute. Oh man, we can do it. We have a full charge on Shoop Da Whoop. But we literally have 1 minute to do it. We're gonna have to haul it. Now the good thing about the Forgotten is that I think the mom does target the bones as well. So I think there's a chance that they might kick the bones over here. Oh no, never mind. Ignore what I just said. Yeah. You can tell it becomes a little bit difficult to dodge some things. We do not want soy milk. Cricket's head is probably going to be our take here. Yep. Alright, everyone look at the damage. Everyone look at the damage. Jeez. 6.07. That is great. That's great damage for us. Let's enter the curse room. But for once, phosphorus was actually worth it. Wow. Wow. You can also use fast transportation. Ooh, the shield will be pretty good. I mean, I don't think we get it. Yeah, he gets it, which doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for us. I think we're gonna take the damage. Yeah, I think the damage is gonna work. I mean, the shield. I mean, like the shield could work. It does make him a little bit bigger, so we technically could block more shots if we stand behind him. But I think the damage is gonna be just more useful in general. It's gonna help us take things out a bit quicker. Not really have to worry too much about not having the damage to take stuff out. And you can tell we're already kind of taking things out at a pretty quick pace. Yeah. No double shot. I mean, no shot, which kind of sucks. But it's not good, man. We have a lot of damage. We have the book over here. It's gonna give us even more damage whenever we want it. So we're looking pretty good, man. We do not want that. I like how Isaac just flies straight at us. I don't know if you noticed, but he flew straight at us because since we threw him, that little mimic Isaac is technically following the bones, not the soul. So he also flew across the room. As much as I did want. Oh my god. You're making a good point for us there, Bookworm, but sorry. And the reason we touched the books there, I know we already got Bookworm. The reason we touch it is because if you touch the books, you guarantee that they don't come back if we ever get another library. So it's always better to touch the books before you leave. That way, if you go through enough books, you're going to be able to maybe get actual items in the library if you ever were to get one. Like if you get 3 libraries in a row and you touch all of the books, there's a good chance that you're going to get items and not books. Which I think is a bit more useful. The books are cool. I don't know if they're going to beat an item though. Do this here, look for a possible crawl space. I don't think we got. Yeah. I think I want to do this room, to be honest. Secret is probably there? No? Okay. I think we're heading in the right direction though. Looks like the right direction. See, Firefly's putting in the work, putting in the hours. He's taking what's ours. Don't forget. Don't forget. We actually have an angel deal most likely coming up here. I don't know how I got hit there. We're not going to be using the Book of Revelations until after we fight the boss. We want to make sure that we don't get a horseman. Even though it would help with the whole bandage thing. Like we want actual stats here. Okay? None of that horseman stuff. Horseman? No. I'll learn from my mistakes. Forgotten. Fool me once. Shame on you. It's gonna be a bit more difficult here because we have to hit him in the back. So we're gonna have to aim our shots here. But yeah, you can tell the damage we're doing. It's kind of a lot. Boom! Like that. You get more damage. And I mean, you know what we're taking here, guys. Huh? You know what we're taking, boys. We have an armed skeleton warrior. Wow, this is really good. He's really good. Yeah, this is just gonna add to this dude. Like, look at that damage, bro. Nothing stands a chance. Thanks for the throwback. Yeah, so if you're trying to do a Forgotten run, if you're trying to get completion marks, if you're trying to let's learn the character, yeah, anything that he does damage that sticks to him is gonna be just amazing. Like Mom's Knife, this sword, the Spirit Sword, Orbitals, that's gonna be your number one items to get. Familiars are also pretty useful. Like I said earlier, you could also get oh wait, that's about it actually. We have a stun card we can use. We can also use the Book of Revelations here. I think we're already at full health, but we're gonna grab it either way. Also, apparently we're not hitting the right way. Wow. I do want this bomb though. We're also not using the number one forgotten tactic, and that's to throw him across the room to get through doors. That we don't gotta go through. It's unfortunate that we couldn't get the birthright though. That'd have been cat cool. Blood Oath doesn't really do much for us. No, apparently we're heading in the complete wrong direction. Really? Wow. Dude, that is so surprising. I really thought we were heading the right way. Too lazy to walk around. Don't be like me, people. Okay, so we are full health. Luckily they lined up for us. Oh yeah. Exactly what we need. And you can see Sci-Fly just doing the Lord's work once again. Did we use the sun card last far, or did we have it? We had to use it, right? I like how they've forgotten how the little monocle, you can see it over on the right side. I think it's cute. Oh shit, this guy can still hurt us. I forgot about that. So we want to put him in front of Mom like so, and block all her tears, and that's that. I think I want to see the sun card for the next floor. As much as I want to use it now, and as tempted as I am, I think that's the best way to go about it. Oh my god, he's just wrecking house at this point. Sack Dagger is also a great pickup for the Tainted Forgotten. Oh, yeah. I don't know if we can really make it work with a multi-dimensional baby. I don't know if he can actually get behind Tainted Forgotten because he doesn't move unless we throw him. but maybe it'll trigger here and there. But yeah, you can just see the large amount of damage that we're doing. And Widow doesn't have a lot of health. I mean, I guess it's not the best like preview of what damage we're doing, but these guys are pretty tanky. And you can already see the damage that's being done here. Me and my girlfriend went to a Fall Fest today, and they actually had some indie wrestling. And you guys know I do love my wrestling. It's pretty cool, dude. It's such a like cool thing to watch because I live in like in a very Hispanic city. It's pretty cool to watch like lucha libre and all that. Kind of like the thing that makes wrestling, right? That's like a lot of its roots. Oh, he died. Lucha libre is like a lot of the baseline for a lot of wrestlers nowadays, and it's cool. It's cool to see like how it starts. And these guys were like amateur wrestlers, right? But it's so cool. Like it's so fun to watch. Oh, I wish I didn't pick that up. And I forgot we had that. We didn't even get that many good items. Now we do want to drop this before we continue though. All right, I think we are heading in the right direction either way. Let's see, we waited there for the horsemen to line up. You want to find that sweet spot. If you throw them too hard, like for example here, they'll fly past them. And even though he died there, like he still almost didn't die. So you want to make sure that you find that sweet spot where you can throw them and it'll land right in front of the enemy without flying past them. Oh, sure, we can need one here. See what we get. Oh yeah, look at all that delicious damage. Look at that. Alright guys, anyway, that's it for today's run. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit that sub button. I also want to do something special for 100 sub anniversary or whatever. So if you have any ideas of what I could do, like a challenge run or something like that, let me know in the comments below and I will take it into consideration. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video and I will see you all in the next one. Later.